turns out the Earth is flat, and that every compass is pointing to the Holy Grail, and that everybody you know is so filthy, retarded, and necrophiliac sick, you know, it's like, I'm ready to chop the heads off of gods. Because if you're not bringing forth heaven and earth, you're like a pitiful monkey, lost at sea. You're legally dead. You're a little fucking piece of shit. Cockroach, for heaven's sakes. If I don't make videos, you will surely fucking die. You little piece of fucking shit. It's just that simple, motherfucker. So it's a flat earth plane. Every compass is pointing to the very center where you get eternal life. You drink from the living waters and you pass into the land of perpetual twilight. It's just that simple. X marks the spot at the center of the dish. It's the Holy Grail. It's right over there. They rub it in your face in symbol after symbol and movie after movie. It's literally every religion. It doesn't matter where you're from. It's all the same shit. It's one side of a light hole's a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out. It hits the parabolic mirror and showers down on you. At the very center of the dish is the Holy Grail. That's where we will bathe in the eternal waters, drink from the living waters, and then we'll pass into the land of perpetual twilight. It is that simple, and everybody you know is blind as a bat, and they can't see anything until you spell it out for them. So every symbol is the same thing. It's one side of a light hole is a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out. So it's a dog-eat-dog world. Dog meaning God backwards. So this is all the same thing. That's a sun. It's the savior is the dragon, great dragon Typhon, the mother of all creation, end of humanity. And every compass is pointing right at the Holy Grail. It's right over there. Everybody you know is sleeping. They think they're on a ball floating through space is an accident, and that's not the case. They think they worship Jesus or whatever God, but they're mistaken. It's all the same thing. One side of a light hole is a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out. This is the Earth's memory. This is the goddess of the Earth. This is the infinite potential. So it starts with your intent.
I don't beat around the bush. I tell you, I'm taking over this world for the benefit of all. Nobody can stop me. Everybody's going to play dumb. That's woven into reality, and that's what people are doing. So it's like the magic spell is already woven. Nobody's going to bother me. They'll laugh at me. And then when I come, you know what I mean? It's just, people dig their own graves. You know what I mean? That's what people do.
How does a proclamation work?
You post it up for everybody to see, get witnesses, and when nobody complains or rises up, then it becomes natural. It's a natural thing. It's been the same way for now how many years, you know? That type of thing. So
it matters though, like how many people are aware and how much people see it, right?
When you turned 18, they sent you a draft card to your house saying you're a man, you need to come off to the military, you know, you need to sign a draft card. You know, you see nobody rose up about this. They could take your children from you and drag them off to war if they want to. And, you know, when those draft cards went out, people should have rose up. That was a proclamation. A draft card was saying, we're taking your children, right? The war at 18, if necessary. That's what a draft card is. When a person turns 18 and it's a man, in America, you get a draft card at 18. They make you sign. Comes in the mail.
So it's like they're cashing in on your collateral.
Well, I'm saying it's a proclamation. It goes uncontested. Nobody, you know, for that to be changed, people have to rise up, right?
Yeah.
And speak out and do shit.
Yeah,
The Royal Proclamation is the king sends out his troops. He nails up the proclamation that this is going to be a holiday now. Every year on this day, it's going to be celebrated as, that's a proclamation. Or no shooting the king's deer, that's a proclamation. And if you shoot the king's deer, you're going to be executed in the public square. Nobody rises up, or nobody kills all the king's deer at the same time. You know what I mean? So that they really beat it down his throat. That you're not going to pull this shit with us, motherfucker. You see how it works?
Yeah.
If you don't speak up and contest it, it becomes reality. I made my royal proclamations long ago now. It seems, I was on British Flat Earth After Party a couple of years ago. It's been uncontested. You know what I mean? It's uncontested. It's not. It's clear as who is the Prince of Demons. You know what I mean? Nobody talks like this. Nobody puts their blood on all those sigils. I mean, when you look at somebody else out there doing magic, nothing's selfless about those people out there doing magic. Everything's about getting money, love, power, this type of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never hear them say, bringing forth heaven and earth and releasing everybody from bondage. That's why they're doing their magic. When have you ever heard people do it? Not until I stepped up. You know what I mean? It's no accident. It's like a book. I think we're deep enough into the book to see that this is real. You know, you've got your blood up. You can see what's happened. I mean, I was the one who put up my blood 12/24/2013 publicly, and now look where we are. It's just there's so many compilation videos of people talking out, you know, saying all this shit, and I love the haters. You know, they don't bother me. It's clear rules of spirit destiny. They ain't going anywhere. You know what I mean? There's nowhere for them to run to. Is there? Where are they going to go to?
Nowhere. They don't have enough
No,
time.
they all still think, even if they say they're flat earthers, they still can't see it. Otherwise, they would be obsessed with this idea. They'd be blood thick with us making videos every day. You don't do this unless you see it. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting yourself out on a limb, you know. I've been doing this long enough to know that people know I'm serious. This is not a joke, right?
Yep. And they'll see
People
it.
put their blood up. So, really, you know, I love when you do that Hail Satan shit. You know, when I see the Bible pushing people come down the hallway or something like that, you know, Hail Satan, I'll yell out down the hallway or something like that, you know.
Yeah, I
this
do
whole
that
building's
too.
filled with Satanists. Come to my door. We want to drink your blood. I fucking have fun with these creeps.
Yep. They're like dancing
no, they're
monkeys.
so dumb. You can't possibly imagine.
They're like
It's
dancing
called
monkeys.
the life of reason.
Mm-hmm. And if you tell them this shit, like they're just not. They're gonna ignore you. They're gonna think you're crazy, even though you're using their own thing. Like even just like bringing up the flat Earth, like all these Christians, like they don't know what the hell you're talking about. And it's like it's in the beginning.
They're not supposed to know. This is we're like the Wizard of Oz, and you know, we're going to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz. There's only a few of us, you know.
They're not allowed to see it.
Not yet. Not yet. We have to come back and with all the power, selflessly. You know what I mean? Nobody else is allowed to see it. Otherwise, they will be selfish about it and try and charge money, and it would be a fiasco. Anybody who takes money for this is going to be killed in their adventure trying to get to this place. It's not about money. The very idea that the money says "In God We Trust" on there, you know, to take this to get your birthright, you know, that's just crazy. That just goes, you know, that's like a priest blessing someone before they go out to war to kill people. Does that make any sense?
No.
Go kill more people for, you know, it's just, there's nothing. Yeah, I see it too. That's why I'm Satan. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to escape me. I'm going to fucking take this and forward. Nobody will stop me ever. What's to stop? I'm going to take a journey, you know, and to a place that it's not supposed to exist. You know, to even mention it, people wouldn't know what you were talking about. Even if the CIA was listening to us, how would they even? What would they do? to stop somebody from going to a place that's not supposed to exist. It just, how do you stop that? I mean,
They can't even guard it because they don't know what it is.
there's nothing to guard. It's invisible. They would just see more mountains, and they would just keep going in, and what would be their compasses would just keep taking them in a circle. They would think they were going in a straight line, but they end up going around something. It's like an illusion. They just can't get there. It has to be like you're invited. You have to be invited to this place. You can't just pop on their doorstep and say, hello. You have to be invited. You know, we don't get this far without being invited. We're the only ones screaming this shit out. That's because we're fucking invited. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between, you know, this is how I see it. We're being called home by this creative force. Nobody will get in our way. We just have to cook this frog slowly, because there's a lot of people out there that still think they're on a ball. You know, everybody still thinks they're on a ball floating through space as a monkey. So, really, what we're doing is we're just pointing out what the prize is. Why would they do all that shit? Why would they go to such lengths to hide the Holy Grail?
It's like alchemy. They're gonna process into it. All we have to do is just point it out to them, and they'll see it. And it's already designed for them to see it, because they can't escape it. They just need to unite with us.
Like I say, leave
I
all your family
couldn't
alone.
see
Leave your
it.
friends alone. Leave everybody alone. Just make videos.